Okay, so we are starting a new unit, brand new topic for the rest of this school year. And we're going to be studying polynomials, but first we're going to learn what a monomial is. So a monomial, we know what this is already. We've just been calling it something else. So we've been calling it a term. So a monomial is one term. And within a monomial, you can have multiplication or division. Multiplication or division. If you see addition or subtraction, it is no longer a monomial. So what do I mean by that? So one example would be if you have just the number 3. That's one thing. Mono means one. If you have 3a, still a monomial because 3 and a here are being multiplied. You can have 3ab squared cd. This is still one monomial because everything here is attached with multiplication. You could have 3a over 2. This is division and multiplication, so this is still just one monomial. So all of these are examples of a monomial. A non-example, something that wouldn't count, would be, say I had 3x plus 1. This plus right here, as soon as you add addition or subtraction, it turns into a polynomial. So this is 2 terms, right? This is 1 and this is 1. So you have 2 monomials here. If I had b squared plus c minus 3d, right? There's addition and subtraction. So this is a polynomial. We have, this is a monomial, this is a monomial, and this. So there's 3 separate monomials here, making it a polynomial. Poly means many. So you've probably already done IXL BB1. If not, that's the one where you're just going to identify, can you pick out a monomial? So now that you know, if you haven't done that IXL skill, you can do it now. On the next slide, I'm going to show you how to find a power of a monomial, which is today's lesson. So we're simplifying monomial expressions, and today all of our monomials are being raised to a power. And you figure out what power they're being raised to by looking for the exponent on the outside of the parentheses. Okay? So what this means, because this monomial is being raised to the power of 2, everything inside is getting raised to the power of 2. So what we're doing is we're finding a power of a power, which means we're multiplying an exponent times another exponent. Because if you see, we have exponents here and here, but there's actually other exponents. Every single number and variable here has an exponent attached to it, but for some reason in algebra we don't like to write the ones. So I'm going to rewrite this with all of the exponents showing, or all of the powers showing. So 4 is being raised to the first power. R, you can see, is being raised to the third. S is being raised to the first power. And T is being raised to the fourth power. Now, all of these letters and numbers and variables are also all being raised to the power of 2. So what does that mean? That means we need to multiply all of the exponents by 2. So when you have a power of a power, that means you multiply the exponents together. So I'm going to write out what I'm doing, but for the rest of the problems, I'll probably just do it in my head. So I'm doing 4 and then 1 times 2. I'm doing R and then 3 times 2. Right? All of my powers, all of my exponents are getting multiplied by the power of 2. So I'm going to do S to the first power times 2 and t to the 4th power times 2. So this becomes 4 squared. R to the 3 times 2 is 6. S to the 1 times 2 is 2. And t to the 4 times 2 is 8. Now I'm not going to leave it like this because I know what 4 squared is. I can simplify this a little bit more. 4 squared is 4 times 4. So this is 16 r to the 6th s squared t to the 8th. That's the final answer. This is the simplest form of this monomial. So we're going to do another example together. Then you'll have some practice problems to do on your own. And today you're going to have an exit ticket and you're going to do IXL to get some more practice in.